This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Let's talk about the next moment in the show here, because this is quite a moment. Meltzer would say, at this point, to show a communication breakdown somewhere, ring announcer Manny Garcia announced that coming from Knoxville, Tennessee, Nature Boy Buddy Rydell. So one would assume that Landell was getting a new name and about to debut, but then Jerry Lawler cuts him off and goes to the ring for a surprise, which would surely be Landell, but instead it was Jeff Jarrett. Lawler gave Jarrett a plaque commemorating a gold CD, and Jarrett announced he'd be in the Rumble. Meltzer would say Jarrett got no pop at all. When the segment was over, there were light cheers and light boos, but no real reaction. Many have now forgotten just how great the video and the Michaels match was, until the very end of his first WWF tenure. Jarrett was actually the least over wrestler in the company of all the guys who got a push. He did a good job, but the segment didn't get much of a reaction. In hindsight, he killed all his momentum when he went home after that second In Your House. Did he not?
In my opinion, yes. I think that Jeff was never hotter than at the peak with Shawn Michaels and the whole lip syncing controversy and what have you. And we will never know what would have happened on the other side. But I do think that that was the one pivotal moment where I think that Jeff would have gotten over to being that nasty shit heel and have people actually care about him. Never got to see it.
What do you think happened with this communication gaffe and the announcer here?
Manny fucked up. I very vividly remember this because Manny fucked up and it was like, God damn it. So you got Jerry that was going to interrupt it anyway and let Jerry bust his ass for fucking it up. But now that I think about it, I like that old Buddy Rydell. You know Buddy Rydell? Could like change business, old Nature Boy Buddy Rydell.
Okay, so let's talk about this this commentary. Vince, Lawler, and Jeff Jarrett are arguing, with Jarrett saying he don't wrestle fair, and Vince says Lawler is afraid to interview Ahmed. So then of course he goes to interviews Johnson, and he begins by saying he wants to have a word with the teacher's pest, and Double J and he both say they aren't impressed. Lawler says Jarrett lettered in football, and when Ahmed lettered, he had to get the coach to read it to him. And Ahmed's interview is a real treasure. You got to go out of your way to see it. This might be the only time he doesn't start a promo by saying, first of all, he calls Jarrett an achy breaky heart wannabe. That actually gets a pop unbelievably. He calls him a fake urban cowboy. He looks at Lawler and looks legitimately hot and stumbles through. Let me tell you something. You have one more time to ever get in my face again, talking about you. Understand that? You understand? I'm going to make your boy. I'm going to make you something you never ever thought. And people are with it. And then somehow it works. Jarrett breaks the framed album over the back of Johnson's head. He swings again with the glass to break it. And then Jarrett says, King, get him a chair. Lawler holds up a chair as Ahmed is rammed into it face first. Jarrett swings once again on the back, pretty standard, but he hits Ahmed in the face with the seat of the chair. And Vince screams, oh no. It's pretty confusing here. And a couple of these are some pretty stiff looking chair shots. What do you remember about this mess of a segment?
Well, it was a mess, but like you said, at the same time, people were into Ahmed.
Yeah, they were.
They were into Ahmed. They believed in him because they believed his shit looked real, because a lot of it was real. And, you know, say what you will about Jeff. Jeff would bring a chair. Jeff would bring it when it was time, and could hang in there with just about anybody. So I actually enjoyed it. Thought it was good. It was one of those kind of, you know, vicious, nice, solid, holy fuck moments, and a little different than what they had seen. And Ahmed was a big, believable son of a bitch.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.